Hello everybody, this is Harbinger, and in this winter I will be playing Frostpunk. Frostpunk is a city builder game that is story set to the world has frozen over scenario, and let's just dig into it. I'm gonna play a new story here, and I'm going into this blind, so I have no idea what the game has in store for me. I was advised to start the game at the officer difficulty because I have played the Frostpunk 1 before, so I do know a little bit about what the game will entail, but I haven't played the Frostpunk 2 before, or haven't seen anybody else play Frostpunk 2 before either. The reason for me to play this game is that I am from... let's just look at the intro here first.
A generation ago, we fled the crumbling British Empire as the world froze around us. I held New London together. United, we survived 30 years of whiteouts.
Oh yeah, this is the first game.
The world around us is dead. Empty.
Ripe for taking. The city grows.
Vestas.
Merely surviving is not enough. We have to expand. After all, it's us who survived the end of the world.
Yes. Now what?
Okay, so basically the game, this game takes place after the first Frostpunk game, after you succeed in getting that colony to survive and thrive. We have been roaming the frozen desert for years, and I think we have been traveling on a big train. And now that big train has crashed in a valley over here. So I'm just gonna turn the game to the pause pretty fast. We don't run out of resources while I talk a little bit about what's going on here. Our guys are living currently on this train. We have no fuel on the train, and we have 1,000 guys living in this colony. We need to make things happen. One of the major differences, or at least a big difference, is that you have to do something called frost breaking to be able to build places. I don't really know if I think that this is a particularly meaningful thing in this game yet, but I've also just been playing the game for like 15 minutes to set up the stuff prior to start recording here. But frostbreaking is it takes a decent amount of time based on how many free workers you have, and currently we don't have any workers doing anything, so all of our workers can work on breaking the ice and start talking to this oil wagon. Yeah, currently we're just starting in the tutorial here. There is we have some amount of trust we can see here. Only community we are a part of is the Wanderers, and yeah, they're We have a certain amount of, I think it's weeks until it becomes a colder season. The weeks are going by pretty fast here, so yeah, time passes is what I can say. Now we need to build an extraction district, which means that we are doing this. Extraction districts, they are built on top of resources, and they need to be a certain amount of tiles, and they allow us to do stuff. While we are building this, we still have some free workforces. Let's also start frost breaking, so we can get over here to the construction wagon. And in the construction wagon, we are getting prefabricated modules that we need to build houses and stuff. But for now, we are waiting until the guys are finishing building the oil district or the extraction district on the oil wagon, so we can turn off on the furnace on the dreadnought wreck to provide heat. Main theme in this game is that if you don't have enough heat in your colony, everything will just freeze over and everybody dies. So we have a certain amount of time to be able to finish the game. And also, after we have started this extraction district, there's also a certain amount of time we have left to find even more oil resources, because it's just a certain amount of oil here in this deposit, and after we have exhausted that, we will run out of heat sources unless we can find more. So we are now about half the way into the game, based on how long I have been playing it prior to playing this. So when I say I'm going in blind, I mean I'm going in pretty blind here. And they are pretty much done here. As the thick black liquid oozes throughout the pipes, the people rejoice. The carcass of this old machine is a testament to the hardships that made us. But more importantly, it's our haven in the storm. It has allowed us to weather many whiteouts, and will do so again. We have oil, we can turn on the furnace. So let's do that. Generator will be turned on. And we are now using 10 fuel as heat, I guess, every day to produce 20 heat. The furnace is on. We have enough oil to cover our current needs, but the cold will still affect our people until they have proper shelter. Housing will best protect us from cold if built in close proximity to the furnace. However, we will need prefabricated part for construction. We brought some with us, the rest we will need to extract from the wagon wreckages. So that is why we frost broke our way onto here. Let's just build an extraction district over here as well. But while we are doing that, we also have enough parts to start building this housing district. So we will do it. Okay. Let's read this as well. Your people need shelter them from the cold. Yet walls and roof will be of little help if temperatures remain frigid within them. So we are, I guess, being told to build houses next to heat sources to increase the temperature level. 4 will grant 1 whole additional level, but every tile counts. Right. So we are allowed to build next to these 3, and I guess we're doing that. I don't really know how we could have done that any better. Maybe we can build some more heat sources here in the future. But for now, this is as good as it gets. Provide basic infrastructure, frost break to a construction wagon, and build an extraction district to provide free reps. Yes, we're doing it. Build housing district. Yes, and it is next to the furnace to increase its temperature level. Not quite good enough, I guess. If we hadn't built the extraction district here, maybe we could have built like this or something. We could have built a housing district here. Maybe that's what you need to do on higher difficulty levels, but then you need to know what is coming up So I guess I, in theory, knew what was coming up. Just hadn't thought about how to optimize the first 3 steps just quite yet. Okay, we have 1,000 people. We are stagnating. Okay. Gain access to food. We have secured heat and shelter for the time being. We'll need more when the others arrive, but for now we must turn our attention to the incoming whiteout. First, we must frostbreak this to the small patches of fertile soil suitable for growing food, then we must store it in easily accessible depots. We must move quickly so nobody starves. And yeah, we have currently 20. No, we lack 20. We have no food, and we have 1,000 people, and we are surviving. We are on week 13, and nobody has died. That is quite impressive. Okay, let's frostbreak our way down and over to these plants, and we can do this for now. We can only... Oh yeah, we don't have enough workforce to do more than this, and are we also spending scraps to do that? It looks like we're also spending scraps. I guess scraps is whatever currency we have for paying people, since we have a certain amount of income. Yeah, it looks like that. We are spending 150 workforce here. We're spending 150 workforce here. We have 10 workforce available. Oh yeah, that's because we're spending all of our surplus workforce on frostbreaking currently. Yeah, we have 1,000 people, 640 of them can work. 650 of them can work, and 640 of them are currently working. Okay, let's frostbreak all the way over to this fertile soil as well. I did intend to also include that part, so let's do that. What's happening? Did these guys freeze back? I don't understand. We have broken here. Do we have to re-frostbreak it all the time? I don't quite understand, but it is fine. We don't need to understand everything straight away all the time. But yeah, currently we are frostbreaking our way down here, and we need to build a food district on this fertile soil when we are getting there. And yeah, we can just barely see people walking down in these frozen wasteland to do stuff. Okay, the housing district also requires workforce. Okay, and yeah, they can we can fit 330 more people here. So it's a substantial population increase compared to the first game. Oh, I get it. We were frostbreaking next to the path we already had frost broken. I get it. I get it. This is as far as we can get, but I think we rather want to start on building the food district first. So we just do this. Now we also need to do something like that. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna have a food district down here. It's gonna be far away from the rest of the colony, so people who are working here are going to maybe suffer a lot in the cold. But we are in dire need of food. It's like 18 weeks since people last had any amount of food, any amount of calories, and I guess it's just a matter of it being a tutorial that people haven't died yet, or maybe they have hidden away some food that we don't know about just quite yet. And here is something. A mysterious symbol, the captain's legacy. One of a frostbreaking crew uncovered the frozen remains of a man in tattered uniform. His shoulder patch reads New London Scouts 3rd Platoon, and he bears an obscure insignia. Some of our elders claim it belongs to a military organization, while others argue it has religious significance. Maybe you have heard of this New London before and can settle their debate. I remember in the first game, it's like whether you choose order or faith, or like you can do a lot of different choices, and it impacts whether or not like you have to eat sawdust and stuff. But yeah, let's say that it was order, and that will impact the game in some amount of meaningful way that I just don't know about yet. But we can discover that together if you also didn't know about that until now either. So we have very little workforce left. And I'm guessing we also are going to need a lot of people to just continually work here. It's... oh yeah, it was a frost breaking. That was done. Continue frost breaking all the way over here so we can get access to even more food. And yeah, this is as far as I got prior to starting up a new game. So everything beyond here is completely new to me. All right. Food district is very much done. Prepare for the whiteout. We have secured our immediate survival. Now we must stockpile as much food as we can before the whiteout forces us to take shelter. To do that, we need to produce more food than the current demand. With the second group of hunters spotted just over the horizon, we must act quickly. We must be ready. Okay, so now we are producing 15 more than what we need every day. Can we produce even more here? Do people also live here? Or are they just working here? Or they are exhausting the amount of... They are exhausting the amount of fertile soil they have here. So, okay, so basically it works. It's basically a node that we can farm for resources. Gotcha. Okay. The arrival, incoming whiteout. A second group of wanderers has arrived as expected. Though they bring with them foul portents, the frost speaks with a clear voice. The signs are there. One elder urges. The whiteout follows as fast as on our heels. We have little time left. We must gather enough food for everybody. We must survive. Okay. So there will be a whiteout in 78 weeks. We need to provide enough heat and shelter for the incoming wanderers. And it's actually going to be fine because we are receiving a lot more workforce now, which is great. 2,000 wanderers have returned to the Dreadnought. Great. We are spending 40 fuel each day. We need to build some additional shelter here. Let's start by frost breaking over here as well, so we can build next to so we can build more shelters next to the train. And while that is happening, let's also continue to frost break up to the second fertile soil over here. And actually, let's just assume that in the future we can build some sort of localized heating capacity, so we can maybe build the districts with in mind we can have some amount of heating in the middle, and we can build like a donut around those sort of things. Why are you asking me to click you? I have no idea what this circling means. Hopefully it is fine. We're not stockpiling enough food. Build another food district. Yeah, we are working on it. Let's see. One food district is producing. One food district is producing 35. So I'm guessing two food districts will produce 70, which means that if we consume 60, we will stockpile. Okay, great. We can certainly do that. There were some fertile soil over here. Let's assume we can build some sort of heating capacity over here. So if we also frost break here, we can build the food district like that. What else are there of nodes around here? There is more food here, I'm guessing this is building prefab stuff, more oil down here. This is, no, that's prefabs. This is materials, and there is loads of seals out here that we can use to eat plants. Okay, I'm guessing we need to just like colonize everything around here pretty fast if we are to survive. We're not stockpiling enough food. Hold left alt to show economy overlay. Okay. Yeah, okay, that was basically what we were looking for earlier. Heat and fuels, materials, food, workforce. Okay, cool. I guess cool is very much on point for the scenario we are living in here. Everything is just cold to the bones. What's over here? Tutorials, new info available. No, thank you. I guess we can click that if we really feel like, but not about that. Okay, so day 100 is, or week 100 is probably what we need to prepare for. Yeah, that's the whiteout. Temperature drop by 50 degrees. Damn. On top of even more cold here. Yeah. Minus 20 degrees Celsius is just a start here. Okay, food district. Zoop. Secondary place to grow food. And we also need to provide more homes. Okay, we can't build here. I'm guessing it's too close to the crash site here. We can build a donut like this. So we are going to do that, and hopefully we will unlock some kind of localized heating stuff in the future. This is room for like 1,000 people. This is room for 1,000 people. So I guess we need another set.